Jets well before the gates opened here, and now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Jets. Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started, and away we go from East Rutherford. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's Breeshaw on the ground for the first time. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Yeah, this group likes to be aggressive. An early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. Has room down the left sideline. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets take a 6-0 lead right away. Brees Hall with the touchdown. Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Sanders all set to send it away. Fielded at the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Let's go.
To the air, Milrow. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response. Right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it. Because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
Milrow from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Let's trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Connects on the crosser. This is going to be down to, it looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, Drew, I love that.
Walker on first down. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That was Jermaine Johnson there to make the play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
This is Walker on second. Massive hit. The ball is out. But it looks like someone from the Seahawks got on top of it, and they'll get it back. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
Ready?
They'll throw. 3rd and long. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it.
That fooled me. He had it online. That wasn't the issue. Just didn't have the leg he needed. And the ball goes the wrong way as he's denied by the crossbar.
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. That's complete to the rookie out of Alabama. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
McCarthy throwing here. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
His foray up the middle, and that's about 3. To the ground by Nick Emanwari.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
He brushed him off with ease. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets pull out in front for their 13-zip. Breece Hall with the touchdown.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jets drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Sanders all set to send it away. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. And send him over right. First down throw here for Milrow. Looking downfield, snagged by Arroyo. All the way, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks make it a 1-score game.
Touchdown, Seattle.
And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're...
That's no good. The veteran mishits one rather surprisingly, and they leave a point after on the table. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's Smith on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. And he's out of bounds. This is a great start for them already on their opponent's side of the field.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on the short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Brings up 2nd and 2. at the 40-yard line.
McCarthy fires out wide, complete. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Again for the first time to Rashad White. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Throw here, 3rd down. It's caught by Wilson. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets make it a 14-point game here in the first. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Sanders all set to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
Okay,
first call here coming from the shotgun. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Throwing the out route complete. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short lot route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Just got it away before the hit button. It doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. Dotson out and waiting for it. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. He lost the football, and they steal it back on the return. And he's going to return this to the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks trim the lead down to 9. Step 1 is just making the hit, Brock. Step 2, trying to knock the football out with that hit, and they were even fortunate enough to get to step 3, weren't they? Taking that fumble all the way back for a touchdown.
And just look at them. I love the joy. The unit that doesn't get to celebrate in the end zone all too often, they will welcome the chance to be the guys running it in for a change. Cue up the group celebration, and boys, go enjoy the moment.
And he's got it. That catch gets him 2 and turns this into a 1-score game once again. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by White. Massive hit, the ball's out. And that should be Seahawks football.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't.
While our new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. Completed left side to Smith. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. We have a timeout now. Medical staff out to check on an injured man. And you hate to see this in the final week of the regular season. Throwing on third, McCarthy. Down the field, he's got Wilson. Running down the left side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take a 13-point lead. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Jets double their lead to 14.
Seahawks 14. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Sanders all set to send it away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
First down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
Toss play. This is Walker. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be third down.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held that line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
Ready.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
Dragon 60. 18 targets.
3rd and long for him here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco. Well, partner, you know this one firsthand. Getting them behind the sticks really limited what the call could be on the offensive side, and no doubt helped set up that INT.
Unfortunately, I sure do. And when you're in these situations, you got to have self-talk. You really do as a quarterback. You got to tell yourself 3rd and long, extra long like this. Protect the football. Protect the football. A punt is okay. Quarterback extra aggressive in the defense. Well, they did exactly what they wanted to do. They took it from them.
On the Seahawks 37-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That play good for 17 and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Hall running between the tackles. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 13-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. He brings it in. And he might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
McCarthy's pass
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Defense bringing in a fifth DB, 3rd and goal.
Track 60.
Throwing from the gun here. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that forces them to 4th and goal.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
Sanders sends it through. So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. It's the Jets holding the lead at MetLife. Sanders all set to send it away. Has this at the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he takes the return out of bounds.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32.
Here we go. Start.
Running back sent in motion. Here's Milrow. 1st and 10. The stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. There he goes, right sideline. And the Jets are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Sack. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 18. Pioneer.
Hall has the New York touchdown. The Jets boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jets make it a 24-point ball game.
38. Seahawks 14.
Sanders all set to send it away. Return coming from the 6. He dodged the tackle. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
Get it. Ready.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Walker running to the right. Pop on the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point.
Hold the ready.
Jets going to the dime set ahead of this 3rd down.
18 caught. Let's go now. 8, 70, Timber Wolf. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready.
From the gun, Milrow. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Trying to find a line for Arroyo. And that brings up 4th and long.
Brings up 4th down.
Collects this at the 32. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Has it downfield, working the left. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Give him 25 on that play. And that's good for a Jets first down. McCarthy to throw it. Same guy, Wilson again. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal. Timeout taken by New York. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. First and goal here. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, New York. The Jets get more points to end a lopsided first half. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. That one right down the middle. And the Jets continue piling on to this lead.
14. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Sanders all set to send it away. Fielded at the 7. Showing a little burst so far. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on the short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Ready! Bronco 80. Mustang 19.
Milrow from the gun. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here comes the final play of our first half.
Let's go. Buffalo 18. 70 Lions. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Go.
Throwing here just before halftime. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Sanders all set to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. Good work so far. He's got room. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33.
You don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
They've been doing it.
And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Milrow throwing on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. 35 on the pickup. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Milrow with it on 1st. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. Across the 20, continuing to work. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. So to a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Cougar 19.
Working inside the red zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play. Had the chance to escape with a pick. Defense got to buckle down now as they line up for 2nd down. To throw, here's Milrow. That one connects. That's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting. That's no good. The veteran mishits one rather surprisingly, and they leave a point after on the table.
Michael Dixon.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
New York to the line. 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And a nice start here on 1st down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
They give on 2nd to Hall. Makes the tackle. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
What a great sign to start the 2nd half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So he can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Up the middle, here goes White. He's able to kick this out wide. That leads to a nice pickup of 7. That's going to go down as a gain of 7. Now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
This one's caught. Smith has it. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
1st and 10. It's a give to White. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
A loss of a yard.
Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go, set.
He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. Well, this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
They set up the screen here for Hall. Moving on into the red zone. And he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
The pitch is to Hall. So call it a half dozen on that run, Brock. It's 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Okay, ready?
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Let's go.
They go right back to Hall. And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets piling onto the scoreboard yet again. Breece Hall with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. That one splits the uprights. And the Jets grow their lead yet again. Sanders all set to send it away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
60 Eagles. Ready. Panther 60. Panther 60. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Off the play fake. Milrow. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Taking a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. Had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
Throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback, you're about to get absolutely blasted, but you've got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Pistol now for Milrow. Short pass brought in. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Trying for it with Milrow. He connects downfield. The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, shot.
Here's Hall once more. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Jets 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Hall takes it straight ahead. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on 1st down.
The tackle made.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They run the counter with White. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
Really 2 elements needed to hit big on this play, Kate. Number 1, you got to sell it. Right, you really got to sell and get that defense moving, and then secondly, you got to execute. Got to get a body on a body so that running back can...
And he's in for the touchdown. The Jets throwing 6 more on the blowout. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Jets tack on 7 more to their lead.
59. Seahawks 20.
Sanders all set to send it away. He fields it from the 8. Escapes the defender. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll stop. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And this is scooped up by the Jets. And they're going to take over with a 1st and goal here. Recover the fumble, and now a great chance to make their opponents pay.
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them, Kate's going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now, telling him next time, You got to hang on to it better.
Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
Second and goal at the 9-yard line.
There's another for him. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss.
He was taken down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
They'll run. It's White. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup.
At the 7-yard line.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hand. Sanders sends it through. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10.
Ready? Buffalo 18, Cougar 19.
Go play action here. It's Milrow. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. Elijah Arroyo, the target on that throw. So second down coming up.
It's now second and 10.
On the draw, it's Walker. Has some daylight through the 40. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Staying with Walker. And he's going to work it ahead for about 3. Second down coming up.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Throwing now, Milrow. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target there was Jackson Smith and Jigba. And they're up against it. Fourth down coming up.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. What a play to beat this defense on fourth down. 23 yards and a first.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Ready?
Milrow throwing again now on second down. Hits him on the out route. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Throw here, third down. This one's in lanes, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up fourth down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Jets getting ready for this first and 10. one left. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
He's going to look ahead for a couple here. It's third down now.
The tackle by Leonard Williams. A gain of 2 brings up third and
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Jets rolling here in a laugher. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. The give now to White. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And it's good for a New York first down.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
Here's a design run. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. They're drawing up for him. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. So the win goes to the Jets. Well, Brock, the playoffs didn't materialize for them this year, but at least they were able to rally together here in this final week and close the campaign out with a victory.
Yeah, you know, once those playoffs are out of the picture, your focus really becomes building some hope for next season. Ending things on a good note and getting people excited about your tape and what's to come in the future. And in this win, we certainly saw some of those moments that make me excited to see them chase the playoffs next season.